What's going on, Paisano? Z here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Before I begin today's video, I just want to say that Imperial Duels reached out to me and sent me some products to review, and I'm going to probably have a video coming up later on this channel. But before I even talk about reviewing those products, I just want to say they sell out really fast, and the number one product they just sent me that I'm definitely going to check out is the Imperial Armor deck box. This is their dark version, and it looks really nice. Last time they had this Imperium deck box, and it sold out. Every variant of this deck box has sold out. So now they got this variant of this deck box, and I'm just going to throw it out there, Paisanos. It's probably going to sell out. Even though I should really want to review it and talk to you guys about it, these deck boxes are similar, and have a couple of differences from both the variants of these deck box. So before I even say anything, I just want to let you know these are available right now. I don't know how long these will be available. Like I said, they always sell out of these, and yeah, so don't miss your chance to get one of these is basically what I'm trying to say, because last time I did a review of this deck box, I don't know how long it was on the website for, but it wasn't long. And then they made another version of the deck box. It wasn't long on the website as well. And now they have this version of the deck box. And you know what? One thing about Imperial Duels, instead of like upping the price because it could, why not? If you have the best selling product, you can easily jack the price up. That's what iPhones do. They're selling it at the same exact price. So I just want to throw it out there. I have my promo code Paisano10 in case you guys want to save some money off your purchase. But yeah, I just want to throw it out there. I know I really should do the review first, but I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, these are available. Let everybody know. Up next, guys, you also have the Imperial Armor Binder Fortress binder that they're going to be sending me, that I got, that I'm going to be checking out and reviewing as well. So I'll have that review coming up on this channel in the future as well. Okay, I just want to really get that out the way because, like I said, I don't want you guys to go, V, you did a review, but there's none available. I didn't get any, I couldn't get my opportunity to buy. Like, sorry, I am sorry. No. Now you have the opportunity to buy. I'll have the review coming out soon. Just want to throw it out there because these don't last long. They sell really fast. Alright, Paisanos. Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. I love getting all your comments and all your feedback. And I think it's really important to establish that communication between me and you guys. Just realize, whatever you're commenting, I'm going to read. Probably multiple times throughout the day, because I just, you know, want to reread everyone's comment and check what everyone's saying and what's everyone's opinions on a lot of things. Things like Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Coming out of Premium Gold, Infinite Gold, this card is a $17 market price. $17. Name first edition copies of the card is roughly at $17. Quickly goes to $18, almost near $20 within a couple of sales. Beatrice, a gold rare. Now listen, you know me, I don't like gold rares. I hate gold rares. But the reason why Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, has such unique value is simply because it's the only version of this card. Had Konami made a prismatic secret rare, or even a secret version of Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, this card would be in your local dollar binder that fast. So just realize that. This is the only version of the card. That's why it's maintaining a high value of the card. Also, it's a gold secret rare, which means it's a little bit harder to pull in those premium gold infinite terrible packs. So that's also something that's going to factor into the value of this card. It's not as many, so it's going to cost as much as it should. To be honest with you, I'm really shocked to see this card even rise in value. Don't get me wrong. Love my Burning Abyss, but I haven't seen him do anything in the meta, unfortunately. I really wish I would. I really wish we all would, wouldn't we? In fact, I think Serum Graph should go to 3. Konami, listen, it's not doing anything at 2. Let's bring it to 3. We could talk about hitting Dante later on if it gets too OP. Sure, and I think it would, to be honest with you. I mean, 3 Serum Graph, Dante is going to float for days. It's going to be the deck. But I think we should have these cards go to 3. And with Beatrice, Lady Eternal, that's a lot of money for this card. Next up, we have Venias Emptiness. So I'm always a big fan of my favorite 3 cards that were going to be coming off the ban list. One of them came off the ban list recently, which is Harpy's Feather Duster. When I first debuted that card on this website, it was on this channel, it was $12. The card quickly spiked up to about $40. I hope you guys make some money. Good if you did. And if you didn't, if you say, hey, listen, I'm going to give this guy V a try, I'm going to watch this guy V out, hey, no big deal. That happened. What's next is going to happen? When I flip the page on this next one, it's going to be between 2 cards coming off the next bans. 2 huge cards. One, obviously, if you saw my videos even for a little while, you know, it's going to be Max C. I love Max C. I think it's going to come off the bans at 3. And if it comes with the bans, it kills a lot of decks, including my babies and Nobles. It kills that deck. We're going to take 1 card in my hand. All right, here's half my deck that you made me draw by special summoning. What card you want there, Captain? And you just look at there and you go, okay, I'm going to lose. Anyway. Looking at Venias Emptiness, what makes this card such a great card is the fact that its condition, which used to be broken, is realistically not as broken anymore. So Venias Emptiness, right now doesn't know, says not a play can special summon. monsters, period. Okay, period. But destroy this card when a card is sent from the deck or field to your graveyard. So basically, just make them put a card on the deck or field to the graveyard, and this card goes away. It's not as a big deal as what it used to be when we had a limited card pool. Looking at Venias Emptiness, the highest version of this card, Secret Rare, coming out of Legendary Collection 5Ds, is roughly around $16 in the market price. And it's roughly around $16, $15 to $16. By the way, it quickly, and I mean quickly, goes up to almost near $20 for this card. Now, if you want to look at old versions, just to make sure you lock yourself into Venias Emptiness, you're in luck. The card has a couple of reprints. In fact, the common reprint, which I actually kind of like a lot, believe it or not. I own all these reprints, by the way. I own all variations of the card. But the common reprint of Venias Emptiness, common at Starship Blast, dollar market price, yeah, you could buy limited for $2. In fact, you can get a first version card for about $3, roughly. That's not bad for this version of the card. And of course, you have the super rare version, which came out, I believe, Secret Forces. The super version of Venias Emptiness, if you want that one. And that's a nice version as well. Dollar market price. And yeah, no, it's roughly around for unlimited, $1, almost 2 with shipping. And it's definitely at 2 with shipping. With the first version of the card. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you're really interested in getting the secret rarity, the max rarity, I don't blame you. But if you're out there and you're watching this video and you're going, wait, can it come up the bands? The answer is yes. It can 1,000% come up the bands. I'm so confident. My top 3 cards, I included this card in it. That's how confident I am in it. And I'm telling you, if you don't want to spend $15, I don't blame you. The market price was like super low, now moved up to $15, $16. You go ahead and buy yourself a super rare or common version just to make sure when the card finally comes with the balance, the market's not cleaned out. And yes, there are 98 listings under the super rare Venias Emptiness. I get that, but the price point quickly starts going crazy. Look at where it's for positions. I mean, you're looking at $2 over here, $2 over here. You go over here, it just slowly starts going off the rails. And to the part where it's slowly hitting, and these are all 1s and 2s, by the way. The first 15 wall has a card roughly around $3, and if the card came off the balance, obviously that wall's gonna be broken in about, I don't know, 45 seconds. And then we'll go to our next wall, but we'll look at another page of 1-ofs, another page. Basically, what I'm trying to show you guys is the fact that there's so few of these on the market, but there's so many pages, so many listings, it's deceptive. And that's something you just gotta keep an eye on. Up next, we have number C39, Utopia Victory. Why? The card has an almost near $7 market price, and the value of this card is almost near at $7. Why? Seriously, so I can't fathom why this card is worth money. Collectors possibly, casuals definitely, or the fact that you can play this open this card and probably threw it in a dollar binder, or you probably have this card in your jank binder, or if your local OTS store, this is definitely your dollar binder, but it's not $1. It's around $7. After shipping and fit and sales and fees and all that fun jazz, it's still like $5 for a card at $1. Beatron coming out of Galactic Overlord as the ultimate rare is super undervalued right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really excited about this card. I think this card's amazing, but it's an old ultimate rare coming out of Galactic Overlord. Let's just factor that in. The card has a market price of almost near $2, and when you look at Unlimited, it's roughly around 3. First edition versions, you're hitting almost near $4 for the card. There's only 3 pages of Blood Away left on TCG Player at a $4 Ultimate Rare. That's an old Ultimate Rare. And then we go to the last page, it starts hitting roughly almost near $30. I don't think this card's going to be $30 one day. But then again, there's so many Ultimate Rares, I think we can agree on that. We looked at one point in our life during our play of this game and going, there's no way that card's breaking by this dollar binder. It's just not going to happen. And then the card does. And that's the kind of thing that you don't want to be out in the cold on. So looking at Beatron, why am I adding an A in there? Looking at this excellent card, I think there's a great possibility that this card has a chance of moving up in value in the future. I don't know where it's going to go, but I do know that's not worth it. It's not worth being so low right now. It makes no sense almost. Levier, the Sea Dragon, is worth money. No, I mean, okay, you got the common version coming out Legendary Hero decks, and that's Konami's way of going, it's worth money, here you guys go, I don't know why. You got the Shadow Forward being roughly around $3. You got the Super Rare from the 2012, an 8-year-old being roughly around $3. You got the Ultra Rare, and yeah, the Ultra Rare at Generations Force with a $7 market price is not, it showed like $9 before, whatever. No, the Ultra Rare is like $16 to $17 for the Ultra Rare, so if you have that, good for you. And the Ultimate Rare ain't $17. Maybe it is. I don't think it is. Oh no, look at that, it's not. Unlimited versions being roughly around $26. First edition version of the card, $58 for Levier, the Sea Dragon. This card sees 0 play, but since there's not many listings, you damn right, people went, I'm gonna buy an Ultimate Rares. The minute Ultra Rares for like $50-something. People were like, okay, what's the next highest? Ultra Rares? Let's clean them up, boys. So that's basically what's happening with this card. The ultra rares. Oh, hold on a second. I apologize. I made a little bit of an error. It's not 10,000 anymore. Ultra rare with $7 market price. 16. Did I say 16? Nevertheless, I'm getting old. All I'm going to say is that this card is a lot of money. This is the Beatron Yu-Gi-Oh players did. They went to Ultra Rare, and the minute that wall was like above 50, they were like, how much is Ultra Rare, bro? I'll just get that. And yeah, good move. The Cherries needs a reprint. And I don't think it needs a reprint because it's so good. I think it needs a reprint because it's so much money. For no reason. The Cherries coming out of Star Trek Blast with a $16 market price. Well, realistically, it's down. Look at that. Hey, $13. That's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money for the Cherries. It should not be worth anything. This card deserves to be a dollar binder. I'm sorry if you're a Cherry fanboy, the two of you watching this video, but why though? Like, well, you don't understand, V. When it's destroyed, you can bring out two Cherries in face down defense position. Yeah, I know, I get that. That's the effect. Sure. Oh, it's a level 1 tuner plan? Wow. Seriously though, why? I have no idea. Other than the fact that it's just really old and really hard to get. Konami, please reprint this as a comment or something. Get rid of this value. Like, I don't understand it. Then we have Miracle Fusions. Hero players, it's been a while since we had that little one-on-one. Come on down here. Hero players, Miracle Fusion Ultimate Rare coming out Cybernetic Revolution with a $46 market price. Actually, it's roughly around $47 for the unlimited. And listen, okay, first of all, let's go to first edition versions, which are roughly around $82. So the first edition version is almost double the value, almost, as the unlimited version of Miracle Fusion. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're a hero player, don't worry about the first edition version. I would focus on the unlimited because it doesn't stay at $47 for long. In fact, look at the price points. Ready? $47, $47, $52, $62, $66, and now we're at $75 a copy of the unlimited that originally was $46. That's an insanely crazy high jump for this card. So, hero players, once again, can you please calm down your market? I don't know, man. I think there needs. I wish in an alternate universe there's hero player Paisano, and he's just slapping hero cards left and right. The average cost of Miracle Fusion Ultimate Rare is like $2,000, and he's looking at the camera going, rightfully so. And like the hero players out there are just like it's its own economy. I literally should create the same channel. Maybe wear a blue hat, I guess. I don't know. But, like, just do hero cards, and I still won't understand why, for the love of God, you hero players need to jack your own cards up. They're like, I'm a hero player, and I'm a hero player. Time to jack up prices up on cards in the secondary market? Yeah. It's crazy. But it's something about it makes it entertaining as well. See, even though I like heroes a lot, don't get me wrong, I like heroes a lot, you guys push me away from buying hero cards. And I think that's a good thing, because I get really excited when I'm really buying into a deck. I get really excited when I'm getting involved in a deck. I think everybody would. Wouldn't we all be excited if we just all of a sudden start getting max rated heroes? And then when you get max rated heroes, you look down and go, oh yeah, that card's not that price point in the market price. That makes no sense. Something about hero players in their own market is hilarious, but I enjoy it as well. Penalty game. Ultimate Rare coming out Flaming Eternity. I love the art in this card. I don't know why. It makes no sense. It's like Rob became a guy, but he's still gold. Put a rubber on his head because you can't see the gold arm. And he's pointing at you going, you messed up. That's what I get from this card. Anyway, looking at Penalty game coming out Flaming Eternity as the Ultimate Rare with an $8 market price. Unlimited is still super undervalued. It's only $3. If you want a first edition version of Penalty game, well, first edition versions are $14. Come on, market price. You know that's not true. It's $14. Once again, unlimited versions, $3. Forward shipping. First version is $18. It's just, I don't know, like, it's just so crazy. Listen, I don't think this card will see play again, but it has two effects, and that worries me. Because even though those effects are kind of obscure, when it came out for their time, they were obscure. There's always a possibility and potential chance of this card seeing play. And if that was to happen, the unlimited versions that are roughly around $4 are going to be gone. There's going to be time and place in the market watch when someone's going to go, V, can you talk about Ultimate Rares? And I'll be like, why? They're all so expensive. Just like there's a time and place with the Ghost Rares. I think we can agree on this. That you're like, V, talk about Ghost Rares. I'm like, which one? They're all so expensive. There's still trickling variations of unlimiteds that have good value. But in the Ultimate Rare market, a lot of the Ultimate Rares unlimiteds are very, very, very cheap. And I think it's something important for you players to acknowledge the fact that this might one day be an expensive card. And if it is the case, if you get this card for cheap value, good for you. It's good money. What's crazy high value is Dark Magician, the Dark Duel Stories video game promo. And I get really worried when I look at this card because I want to buy it. And when I say I want to buy, I don't want to buy like one, I want to buy 3. So the bluish version of the DS card is insanely expensive. I mean, don't even think about looking at the value. It's absolutely jacked up into the thousands and thousands of dollars. Dark Magician, though, is not. The DDS version of Dark Magician with a $650 market price, unlimited copies are roughly around $450. And yeah, I'll include a new seller in there, Greg. I'll include you in there because you showed a picture. Good for you. Hopefully you're not lying. You new seller, huh? But it's roughly around $455 for a copy of the Dark Magician DDS version. And whereas you might go, V, that's a lot of money, and I would come back around and go, yes, it is. My retort is, it's from DDS. That's all you need to know. Go in and get this card. Let me see if I can find out the other Dark Duel Stories cards. Just throwing out there. Like I said, this is super inexpensive. But when we turn around and you look at some, oh, here we go. Blue Eyes Dragon. Oh, only $30 in the market? That sounds cheap to me. Bang. No. A damaged copy is $1,000. How damaged copy do you want to ask? Well, you know, how about creases for days, but you're still paying $1,000 for that? Just factor that in there. What you get card in this game, it's like, oh, this card's damaged. Give me $1,000 for it. Friend prices. Next up, we have Inzektor Hornet coming out of Order of Chaos. The only printing of this card, which is kind of weird. The card originally, when I first talked about this card years ago, it had a $2 to $3 market price. It quickly jacked to $4 to $5, did nothing still. And now we're currently looking at it, and it's really higher than in the current market price. The market price of the card is roughly around, it's a little bit under $8, but the version of the card is slowly going above that, almost hitting $9. Yes, there's 2 4s here as far as available sales at $8.27. But if you want the card at a high value, let's say people go in and grab this card, you're not buying for $8.27. If the card, there's hype behind this. Is what I'm trying to say. The value of the card will start hitting $9 to almost $10 for a copy of Inzektor Hornet. Don't get me wrong, I like Inzektors a lot. I don't know why it's going up so high in value, but it's cool to see, and it's worth a lot of money. Prank Kids Place. Yep, it's that time of day, or year, or week. Time really doesn't really flow here in my house or in Earth because of COVID. But listen, Prank Kids Place has been slowly rising on the market. $13 market price, okay. Hey, look over here. You're looking roughly around $12 to $13. That's not a bad price point. With only 3 pages left on TCG Player, by the way, the first page is almost gone. There's a 24 wall here at $14. Is there a second wall? 70 wall at $14, which is that's gonna hold the wall. Hopefully, Prank Kids Place is gonna be using prank kits, and when you go V, come on with that prank kits. I get it. Trust me. But you want to hear crazy V, crazy conspiracies? It's gonna be money. Like, it's gonna be a great card. It's gonna be used in a tier 1 deck. And the crazy thing about Prank Kids Place, well, we don't know about the new Link 1. Hopefully common. Konami, please don't bend me on this, Konami, okay? Don't make it like a secret rare, super hard to get, core set, but somehow short printed. Don't do that, okay? But with Prank Kids Place, I think you need probably at least 2 of the new Link 1, by the way, Mule Fuel or something like that. Prank Kids Place is a card that I think that you're going to be needing if you're looking to play Prank Kids. It's going to be a tier 1 deck that plays like Zodiac. You just need one monster that says Prank Kid in it, and you just drop it on board, and you're like, response? Your opponent goes no, and you're like, all right, half full combo. That's what this deck does. It's absolutely ludicrous. So looking at Prank Kids Place, I'm telling you right now, if you don't have your copies, you might want to swing in and grab it as quickly as possible. Walls will be broken on this card. Could this card be tier 1? I really do think it has that potential. Could it be 1.5? Definitely. No doubt in my mind, it's at least 1.5. But it has the potential of being tier 1. So keep an eye on this card. Real quickly, can I just pause, hit the pause button for a second? So let's talk about decks in the meta real quickly. Especially when Prank Kids come out, I think we can agree that they're going to be a deck that's going to see some meta play. If that was to be the case, that means cards like Prank Kids Place is going to be worth a good amount of money. But realistically, taking a view back and looking at the entire meta, you're going to have Prank Kids. I summon 1 card, I go off full combo, okay? That's what Prank Kids do. Then you're going to of course, we still have Inferno Nobles. I go off full combo, okay? We have also Dragon Link. I go off full combo. What could stop these? Well, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are saying you can hit certain cards with certain decks. Yeah, looking at Inferno Nobles, you can hit Smoke Grenade, even though they reprinted it as an OTS super rare. They can still hit it. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, they can hit it. Okay, look at that Dragon Link. You can hit LP. That will shut those Dragon Link players up. And look at that Prank Kids. Somebody would more than likely say there's a chance that you should really realistically look at this deck and hit it in so much way, shape, or form. Okay, sure. Now, if you're Konami and you're looking at your meta and you just have 3 decks that are just running around, literally turn 1 going summon and about 40 summons in, alright? Some of these decks eat Nibiru to the face, look at your opponent and go, thank you. Activate Triple Tactics talent, take out the other card in your opponent's hand, and continue to combo off. Infernobles, if you guys have been watching me on Twitch, you would know 1000%. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think Konami can specifically hit certain decks in the meta. I think they shall unlock a card. I don't know what card could it be that punches your opponents for spamming wards. Sounds like Max C to me. I've been talking about Max C for a long time, and I just need to be right one time. It's kind of like that weird guy with UFOs. He's like, I just need to be right one time for everybody. Anyway, listen, I think Max C has a great potential to come off the bans. I didn't even put him on here, but looking at Franklin's place and looking at the future of the meta, I think the only and best way to curb it is to release Max C. You don't even need to hit the other decks. All right, Inferno players, I use spam board. I draw 50 cards. Hopefully not as many, but anyway, I draw a lot of cards, and not enough to deck you out, by the way. None of these decks can special summon enough to deck you out. This is very important. So I draw a bunch of cards. You smoke grenade me for 1 card. Look at my hand. No, seriously, there's so much cards. Dragoning players. Ooh, watch out for Levier. Here's all my cards. You want to roll dice? You're gonna need to roll more than a D6 on me. You got any D20s? All right, roll 2 of those. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, guys. It's the fact that Max C is so good to come off the ban list. Anyway, I'm gonna pass before people start disliking this video because of the anti-Max C-ness. Listen, up next is Madolche. So I think Madolche is definitely a good tier 2, maybe even tier 1.5 deck. I would almost argue that, depending on the build and realistically what it can do in the meta. Right now, it has done nothing. But looking at Madolche, the majority of the deck is going to be relatively inexpensive. Especially the fact that we're getting that one Madolche guy whose name I just recently forgot. The rare guy who's, once again, it's like a $3 rare. Man, I really forgot his names. He is going to be a super rare, a rarity upgrade. The rest of the Madolches have been reprinted, except Madolche Hoot Cake. Now, anywhere you look at Madolche Hoot Cake, it's minimum $12 to $13 to almost say $15 for this card. Way above its market price if you look at the 2014 Megatints, which holds it at $8. Look at the original print super rare. The market price is saying $15 because you're probably going to be spending, if I had to click on it, it'd probably be $15. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, look, Unlimited to $13. Big sale. First edition versions of $14. Not a big sale. Messenger Gelato was super rare, by the way. So what I'm trying to show you guys is the fact that even though Madolche is still a really good deck, you got to get Hoot Cakes. The dollar binder special. This card was dollar binder for days, literally months, weeks, years, and now it's like nah, you're spending about at least $14 for Hoot Cake. Then we have Just a Confident, a random card. It came out in Cyber's Link. I'm not sure everyone realizes this. So it's a $2, almost a $3 common. But if you want the original print coming in Ancient Prophecy super rare with a $12 market price, well, here's a deal. $11 for Unlimited. Big deal. Literally a big deal. And then the other version is roughly around $18 for Jester Confit. I don't know why either. I just wanted to tell you this card's worth money. Moving on. Celine, Queen of Master Magicians. $8 market price, $8 value. Should you get it? I don't know, but I do know this card's pretty good in decks that don't normally want to bring out Access Code Talker. You know, one of my favorite decks in the game is Altergeist, and Altergeist just goes, oh wait a minute, we just use spellcasters? Alright, we go Celine and then go into Access Code Talker. That's a thing. Not only can you go Celine Access Code Talker, but for my fellow YGOPaisanos, you go like Celine, activate Celine's effect, you target one of your spellcaster monsters in graveyard, in which all Altergeist monsters are. So target that Meliseek. Get rid of that Meliseek and Celine to go into Access Code Talker and start talking about proccing effects. Access Code Talker on Celine. Oh, by the way, Meliseek helps me to look at Multi-Faker. Fair Yu-Gi-Oh? Nah. Up next, Greed Quasar. Now, I don't want to talk about just this card with this weird-looking picture. Original print, secret rare, only printing, by the way, coming out of Crimson Crisis. The same set as Black Rose Dragon. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think this came out of Black Rose Dragon. We'll look at that in a second. No, it's definitely wrong. It's not Black Rose. Anyway, $2 market price. Unlimiteds, $2. First edition versions of Greed Quasar, $5. This card is obscure. What's in this set, by the way? Oh my god. Okay, it was Black Red Archfiend or something. I remember people going crazy over this card. And us fellow Black players were like, we'll get Armor Master. That was old Yu-Gi-Oh! People were crazy over Dark Voltanis. Because they're like, oh yeah, you know, that's a deck. And yeah, I mean, cards like Tone Dragon were really good. This is a really nice set. I guess I just want to do a video one day where I just look at sets and just talk about them. And talk about what was happening in the meta and what I was doing personally. when these sets came out. Because I remember Tethys being so much money, because you would play like Hair in the Gate, and Tethys was like the only version was in Crystal Crisis, and it was a lot of money. It was like really nice, and I was jealous because I mean, yeah, I had Black Wings, but it got neutered by the time this was like a meta deck, so I had to deal with that, and that was no fun, no bueno. Tone Dragon for a while didn't see play, but then it started seeing play and it started hitting high value. Then got reprinted, Konami. Zelda Reticulant not too long ago, a couple of years ago, spiked in value. Yeah, I think I might do a video one day just looking at random old sets and talking about what I was doing back then, my mentality, the game state, and just reminiscing. But once again, looking at Greek Quasar and going back to the fact that somebody did reach out to me and talk to me about an old school secret rare solo print, I just want to say that these are the next big hidden gem. I mean, don't get me wrong. I first talking about ghost rares and what happened, cleaned out. We went to dual terminal. Dual terminals, cleaned out. For the most part, there's still good value in there, by the way. As well as there's good value in ghost rares. We're talking about ultimate rares. Just in this video, they're going to be cleaned out. Then looking at secret rare solo prints, I mean, these are a gamble. And these are a bigger gamble than the other cards. Because all Konami needs to do is reprint a common version of these. Right? Wrong. Because still, if the card would see any kind of meta relevance, the common version would probably see play, but the original print secret version, being the fact that it's the highest rarity version, would always see the highest play and have the biggest buyout. So looking at Greek Quasar, Unlimiteds are, well, that's first edition for $5, but if you don't want to spend that, Unlimiteds are roughly around $2. There's many secret rares that are trash, that are worthless. Just throwing it out there, because they're not going to be for long. Konami continues to make cards, which makes old school crappy secret rares, or even in the case of Zelda Reticulant, actually, when I talked about it before, there was hype behind this card having value. It never saw play. It realistically never saw any play. The value of this card was so much money. I forgot how much it was, but it was a lot of money. And it wasn't too long ago. Looking at it right now with a $3 market price, the unlimited copies of the card are roughly around $3. First edition versions are about $5. Just throwing it out there. The hype alone would sell these cards, and that's what happened in the case of Zelda Reticulant. And that can happen with a lot of these cards that are solo print secret rare versions themselves. You might not necessarily even need to get these cards and go, oh yeah, they will definitely see play, or when they see play, go, you just hoard them all up. No. You get these cards, and if there's hype behind it, that's up to your judgment whether to sell it or not. In the case of Zelda Reticulant, those who sold into the hype made bank. Those who waited to see meta play didn't make so much bank. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Check out Imperial Duelist. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.